Hey everyone, TechFigure here, and in today's video we're diving into a fresh monitor from AOC, the AG405UXC. This new monitor boasts a generous 40-inch flat screen display, complete with a remarkable 3440 by 1440 resolution at 144Hz refresh rate. It's essentially a one-stop shop for your productivity needs. With its 21:9 aspect ratio, USB-C and USB-A ports, picture-by-picture compatibilities and great image quality, it's truly an all-inclusive package. Join me as I unbox, set up and explore why I made the switch from my previous 34-inch curved ultra-wide. Working part-time from home, I was on the hunt for a monitor that seamlessly accommodates both Windows and Mac, while also elevating my productivity. So a huge shout out to AOC for sponsoring this video. However, all the insights shared are entirely my own. Oh, and if you are curious about my 2023 desk setup, don't hesitate to express your interest in the comments below, and a setup tour could be on the horizon. Okay, let's take a look at the packaging of this monitor. So here's the boxes. You get all the familiar branding and essential information on the sides. And if you're interested in diving into the detailed specifications, those are conveniently listed as well. Let's open this up and see what's inside. First and foremost, we have the two parts of the stand. One part securely attaches to the back while the other comprises the feet. Additionally, there's a box containing various accessories that we'll delve into shortly, and of course there's the screen itself, which is impressively well packed. Inside the accessory box you'll find a complimentary screwdriver, a remote control, which is handy because you can change the volume and brightness, batteries for the remote, and some screws to connect the stand together, power cable, DisplayPort cable, a HDMI cable. Naturally, all the necessary manuals and warranty information are included as well, and that covers the accessory set. Now, setting up the monitor is incredibly straightforward and relatively tool-free. Just use a small screwdriver and in just a matter of minutes you'll have it up and running. Next, attach the feet of the stand to the bracket, tighten the inbuilt screw and you're good to go. Start by placing the monitor on a flat surface, align the rear bracket, then easily secure it into place, and then just screw it in with the screwdriver and screws provided. The convenience of this one-click stand and setup is brilliant. While we're here, let's take a tour of the back panel. To start, I'm really taken with the sleekness of this black back panel. It's got a clean and fresh look. The Aegon AOC branding is nicely positioned across the top. Let's take a look at the ports, which you'll see should cater for most setups. We get 2x HDMI 2.0 ports, a DisplayPort 1.4, a USB Type-C 3.2 Gen 2 port, which allows you to power and display your laptop via one USB-C cable at 90 watts, giving you that clean setup look. We also get an audio out 3.5mm jack, one USB-B port and 4 USB-A ports. These are ideal for connecting your external devices and using your screen as a hub. And in fact, the Aegon does have full KVM support, so you can use the same keyboard and mouse with two connected PCs, and you can select between which PC you're using with the dedicated KVM selection button on the front of the monitor. Now, one of the primary reasons I'm drawn to using an ultra-wide monitor is the exceptional screen real estate it provides. Everything simply appears more captivating, and from a productivity standpoint, it's truly invaluable. Now, while I've experimented with the arrangement of two screens side by side, I consistently find myself reverting to the ultra-wide setup. When I'm working with Final Cut Pro to edit videos, with the ultra-wide display, the entire timeline is visible in a single glance. There's no need to zoom out or scroll horizontally. The massive screen accommodates it all, and the 21:9 aspect ratio contributes to the remarkable wideness of the screen. And thanks to this generous width and height, multitasking becomes seamless. You can effortlessly snap multiple windows or applications side by side. On a typical day, my screen can be displaying Final Cut Pro, a script page in Notebook, and even a web browser window. So this level of multitasking eases my workload significantly. No more toggling between different windows, everything is at a glance. I'm also getting similar benefits when I'm recording audio. My script and the software I'm using can comfortably coexist on the screen without any compromise. However, the appeal of this monitor extends beyond its impressive screen dimensions and real estate. Its quality is equally impressive. Equipped with near-perfect color accuracy, it comes with a color calibration factory report in the box. And you get decent HDR performance for a mid-price IPS screen. Supporting HDR10 and a wide color spectrum, it's a dream for creatives where color accuracy and reproduction matter. Having spent extended periods gazing at this screen, I can confirm it's a great screen. The image remains consistently detailed while the colors maintain accuracy and vibrancy, which is crucial for tasks like photo editing. The text and sharpness hold up remarkably well. So this is the very screen where I compose my scripts, and the text appears neither excessively blurred nor sharpened, striking a balance that's crucial. Now the monitor's anti-reflective, near matte appearance minimizes reflections, even when used near a window like my setup. While there might be a touch of glare, particularly if your surroundings are brightly lit, it's manageable and unlikely to induce much eye strain. In terms of brightness, the monitor boasts a maximum SDR brightness of 361 nits, but in HDR mode that jumps to 486 nits, which is more than sufficient to earn the panel its Visa Display HDR 400 certificate. The monitor features 4 HDR modes: HDR10, HDR Picture, Movie and Game, so you can fine-tune the picture to your needs. Operating at a maximum refresh rate of 144Hz, this monitor presents a noticeable improvement over the standard 60Hz. For gaming and most creative tasks, the 144Hz is more than sufficient, delivering some crazy smoothness. And when it comes to VRR adaptive sync technology, the Aegon is certified for AMD's FreeSync Premium. And with a viewing angle of around 178 degrees, you can comfortably view content off-center without compromising on detail, contrast or color. So, as previously mentioned, I spend about 5 to 10 hours each day at this very desk when I'm working from home. So this setup isn't just for gaming, it's an integral part of my daily routine. And most days I find myself switching between 2 machines. A Windows PC I use for my main job, the other is my MacBook Pro that serves for my YouTube work, photo editing, emails and browsing. And I can transition between the two by toggling the input source or utilizing the convenient picture-by-picture mode that's easily available on the menu, or via the remote control. And it is one of the most valuable features of the monitor, as you can have 2 machines connected to the monitor that can both run at 1720 by 1440p. Now, like I mentioned, the monitor comes with full KVM support, so you can use the same keyboard and mouse with the 2 connected PCs, and still have enough USB ports to connect all your peripherals. And this feature is definitely a selling point on this monitor, with the dedicated KVM selection button on the front of the monitor. Now the design is quite contemporary with its borderless edges. The base of the stand is made out of solid metal and has got quite a heft to it, and you can adjust the monitor in quite a number of ways. Firstly, you can swivel it left to right, and the amount is more than enough for most people. You can also tilt it up and down, so depending on if you're standing or sitting down. And finally, you can move it up or down like you can with most monitors. And of course, if you don't want to use a stand, you can mount it with a compatible VESA mount. So gaming wise, this is the perfect monitor. It's got all the ports you need, including HDMI, DisplayPort and USB. And of course it's got AMD FreeSync, which will reduce screen tearing and stuttering during gameplay. And it's got a 3 millisecond response time, which is pretty fast for gaming. Plus you get this handy little stand built into the screen for your headphones. And of course it's great for everything else. It really is a one-for-all product, if you don't mind a flat screen. And to be honest, I kinda like it. Now most times when I'm consuming content on my computer, I'm using headphones, but sometimes there are times when I don't want to be wearing headphones. Now luckily this monitor has 2 5-watt speakers built into the back. Now obviously they're not going to replace dedicated speakers, but trust me, they are good enough to have as your only speakers in your setup. Now another feature to note is the on-screen controls, where you can personalize your viewing experience. There's a host of gaming controls, including a built-in frame counter, and options for low input lag. And you can change the mode of the monitor. I've currently got it set on sports mode. There's options for gamma, DCR and HDR mode. The color settings are equally abundant, with a blue light mode and color temperature mode. So a burning question that's likely on your mind is whether the monitor is truly worth the investment. Well, having made the leap from my previous 34-inch ultrawide, I can confidently say that this is more than just a size upgrade. Although the resolution is the same, the additional port options and the cherry on the top with the KVM support, allowing 2 computers to use the same peripherals, form an absolutely great package. So if you're on the hunt for a standout ultrawide monitor, look no further. There's virtually no downside to this choice. It's an all-round productivity powerhouse that seamlessly embraces both Mac and Windows ecosystems, with impressive color accuracy. And at just under $600, you're getting a lot for your money, considering the dimensions and specifications you're getting. Anyway guys, if you are interested in this monitor, I've left a link in the description below. Thank you for tuning in, and if you enjoyed the content, don't hesitate to show me some love by liking, subscribing and following me on Twitter.